Welcome to the Video Recon Adventure channel, where I take you on all sorts of outdoor adventures, including hiking. And this segment, I will take you on the final stretch of the Mount Timpanogos Aspen Grove Trail. And this is the first time that instead of seeing the backside wilderness area, you actually get this amazing view of Utah Valley. And if you look out to your right, you can see Utah Lake and beyond. It's outstanding. And right here on the left, where this ridge is coming up, I actually captured an amazing photo with my Note 10 Plus phone of a mountain goat. It's a white goat native to Utah. They like to climb these cliffs. And that was pretty cool that I got that video or that picture of that goat. And coming up, you're going to see why this trail is the most dangerous part of the trail, and why I would not recommend taking your small kids or your dogs or people that have balance or energy issues. It may look safe right now, but it gets a little more treacherous and it's a sheer drop. And right here, you're gonna see this ledge that you climb up. It's quite a scramble over these rocks, and you really have to lean in to make sure that you don't fall off. And it goes on for a little ways, so take your time, and you also gotta let people pass as it's narrow so that you don't knock each other off. Also, another thing, my hat kept blowing and I didn't want to try to catch my hat and then fall off the mountain. So my recommendation, secure your hat and take it off until you at least get past this scramble, and then you can consider putting it back on. But you definitely don't want to go hat chasing and end up flying off the cliff. Also, a walking stick would be ideal to help you navigate and get you a little bit better balance, especially if you have balance issues. So we're about halfway up this cliff face. It's an amazing view. It's just, you got to be careful, and you definitely don't want to go during bad weather or when it's super windy. It can be very, very dangerous. If you want a view, that saddle, even that is an amazing view. And it's pretty safe for just about anyone up until that point. So now we're off that ridge, and we're going to pop up over this west face of the mountain. And for the most part, you're back on the trail. Now from time to time, you do have these little mini scrambles, and it's really important, if you can't keep yourself on the trail, to follow people as best you can. There's a lot of people on this trail typically in the summer, and you definitely don't want to get off trail. It can be really dangerous. If it doesn't look right, go back, find another route. Just keep on the best path that you can stay on. It definitely was sapped of my energy. That segment between Emerald Lake and getting to the saddle with all those rocks was really rough, and I had to stop and gather myself quite a bit. And also, you got to remember that depending on your health and your fitness level, you are above 11,000 feet at this point, and so elevation can play in to your energy level. So take your time, drink plenty of fluid, make sure you stay safe on this trail. We're getting pretty close here. You never feel like you're hiking alone, that's for sure, on this trail. There's a lot of people, and you get to say hi. You can see straight into Battle Creek. You can make out individual buildings in some cases down in the valley. It's pretty cool. I think it would actually be fun to take some binoculars and be in the valley and look and see what you can see near the summit. Sometimes you can almost catch the summit from the valley if the light and the conditions are just right. So a few of these scramble areas now, it's not too bad. And then there's these little spots like right here where you get this view of both sides again, kind of like a mini saddle. Pretty awesome. And one thing to keep in mind, even beyond the summit, there's another summit that's called the South Summit, and you can actually hike down to that once you get to the summit. I would use caution and I would travel with people. I don't think there's nearly as many people as there is on this part of the trail. And so you don't have that automatic aid that you would need if you get into trouble. It's a little more remote. So keep that in mind. Be careful solo hiking. I do a lot of solo hiking. I'm very conscious of my limits, and I really try not to get myself in situations that are detrimental. These are a few more of those little scrambles I was talking about. Just take the path that's easiest and safest for you. That's really what it boils down to on this trail. Pretty cool. Another thing, when you're hiking this mountain, definitely start early. That way you can take your time and be off plenty before sunset. You don't want to be caught up on this mountain on the trail after dark, unless you are camping and you've already made your camp. Some people hike it in the dark. I really recommend against it. It's already dangerous for most people during the day. Here's another really good overlook where you can actually see on both sides another saddle. It's crazy. You think of the mountain as this huge old mountain, but when you get near the top, it's like you're in two different worlds and it's super narrow. And if you've made it this far, just go all the way to the summit. You're so close that it would not be worth it to turn around. Just take a deep breath, take a sip of water again, and relax for a minute, and then just go a little further. You can actually see, for the first time on this part of the trail, you can clearly see the summit marker there. It almost looks like a shop at the beach from a distance. But it's really just a little metal shed, as you'll see. There it is. You've arrived. And so I would put your name in the log so that you know you were here, and I would take some photos and enjoy the view of the summit from here. I really had a blast on this trail. I recommend hiking this, but I definitely recommend prepping for the trail. And you can do that by hiking other hikes that I will give you information on. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this review of the Saddle to the Summit, and we will catch you on the next adventure.